Alrighty, we're live. Ugh. You never know how fucking hard it is to be a one-man editing crew, man. Alright, we're live. Anyone starts watching, we're on our way to the No Kinks protest in Frederick. Sounds like a decent crowd. We cutting here or? Yeah. La Policía.
No, fiery enough.
Oh shit, you're right.
We like them.
Yes. Do you want to say hi?
No, it's alright.
Alright, it's all good.
Cat's closing.
No viewers yet. So one of the fun things about streaming, at least with Twitch, is I'm able to pull all the streams later. I can do my own editing and stuff, re-upload to YouTube. It's a lot easier to document and splice, because instead when I'm streaming at home and I'm doing something else, I have to record it directly to the computer and then tear it up afterwards. But Twitch handles a lot of the data while I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, here we go. You think 1,000?
Could be more.
Hell yeah. Ooh, there's a good sign. You know, Carroll Creek is all just rain runoff. Like, I've traced where it pulls into, and there's like a very small lake at the upper end, and it only runs down when there's rain. Like, there's no direct water flow.
Did not know that.
It bleeds. I'll say this. It bleeds. Oh, hello.
You want to go?
Let's go this way. Yeah. I kind of wish they had done this at Baker, because this is a little awkward, but still. Oh, we got one viewer. Dude, for real, like, I keep telling people, it's like, I'd rather be at home fucking around with those Bridge Commander mods instead I gotta be out here fighting for democracy, like, F me.
Fucking insane, man.
Look at all the upside down American flags.
Oh, yeah, there's this country is in fucking destruction.
Yep. Do you want to see if we can sneak around?
Sure.
Let's see the way.
We're going to win the board, and we're going to win at the ballot box in 2026. That's how
La Policía. No, don't say that here. Especially not while we're wearing masks. Like.
700 soldiers, and 50 aircraft. It will cost $45 million. 15
Like, again, if it was just the Blue Angels, it would have been fine. I would have been fine with
As hard
it.
as I could to say stop and not take food from hungry children. That's where the priority of this president.
I was about to ask you if you check the stream quality. And I was like,
Sorry, can't do that.
Affordability and good paying jobs and helping our country get
sorry, kiddos. Sorry.
But that's not it. This emperor with new clothes is arrogant, he's rude, he's resentful, and he's self-absorbed. But that's not the America we are. So this is what I came to say to you. And I say to you who are disputing and what have you, we have to stand united against what he represents. We have to stand united for our country, our constitution, and our flag. So what does it say? It is.
Huh?
Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness is what we're after. Trump's parade is really simply un-American.
It can't be.
It
It's
is
too
an
close to the people, so I'm
abomination.
guessing some of them indivisible.
I'm going to end that T.H. Frem and the Atlantic this morning said, to discern a country's values, look at the parades of their leaders. As opposed to the spectacle downtown, our forefather, President Washington, hated military parades. He thought the most important part and achievement of the American Revolution was not military, but political. It was based on the will of the people to advance prosperity and liberty.
That's a good little patriot right there.
Everyone. So this flag is life, liberty, and I say we stand united. And this means going out on social. They're taking these targeted marketing. They are targeting in very specific AI ways, in specific languages, hate, division. And that means we have to engage on social, we have to micro-target, we have to stand up, we have to do rallies, but we also have to reach into those forums where there are other people who have drank the Kool-Aid and need to spit it out. At the Democratic Gala 2 nights ago, I was with the whole delegation and the governor. And they asked me what my come on song or my song was. And I was stumped for a bit. And then I remembered years ago when I was in Iowa, I used to listen to a song by Mandisa. Mandisa is a Christian writer, beautiful
When you got your own sign translator,
died about a year ago.
I don't think
But following an incident of gun violence, she wrote a song called We All Bleed the Same. It's the antithesis of Trump, because it's what we need to fight him with. Togetherness, integrity, inclusion, love. And by the way, you can't fight hate with hate and crazy with crazy. But the refrain is, we're all bleed the same and we're more beautiful when we come together. So tell me why we're so divided. And I'll tell you, it is the divider in chief. So in closing, I'm going to say this. Are you all?
Yeah, Meg, I know, man. Fuck guys. Like, and fuck the lips, too.
I'm going to say, are we going to stand up for our future? Yes or no? Are you not going to stay silent?
No!
And I am going to stand up, guys. Are we going to stand up for ICE and these deportations?
Fuck ICE!
We're not going to allow division and to destroy our Frederick community.
Science matters!
And I'm not going to forget what this flag stands for. For one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all.
I mean,
God bless you all.
good message.
And division is beautiful. Peace protest is beautiful. I'm so happy everyone is here at all sides. And reach out to my office if you have further discussion.
My buddy's watching while he's working.
Friends, the intent and the spirit of our rally was to reclaim the flag and defend our democracy. We do have people who are elected to represent us, and they like to share with the crowd. I just want you to know that our intent is to celebrate our democracy and find ways that we can be together in community. And you're going to be hearing from some speakers now that will help us to bring together our thoughts about what it means to be in community and what it means to honor the flag and the symbols and all who we are as a country. So I just want to ask you to stay and understand that when you're planning these rallies, I can say this more than Mary can. There are people that come to speak, and they are elected, and they receive our attention. But now we're going to move on to hear some of our public historians share about who we are as a community and what we're here to celebrate today. So thank you for your understanding.
And in the spirit of community, we also want to recognize that everyone is welcome here.
I mean, Meg, I don't know what you want me to do, man. It's just what it is.
Regardless of who you love, regardless of how you celebrate, regardless of religion that you may worship or not. We thank all of you for being here today to help us reclaim our flag and to ensure our democracy holds. Next one here from Jake Wynn.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. A few weeks back, Barbara asked me to come out and speak this morning as part of this event and to reflect on the American flag and its meaning. And going back to what Barbara mentioned earlier in her opening remarks, talking about, looking at the flag and what it means as a symbol. And so I wanted to bring some perspective to this event. As a public historian trained here in Frederick at Hood College, big shout out to Hood. Woo! I learned to see our past clearly, to honor its truths, and to share its lessons honestly.
Sometimes they do open mics here.
On June 14th, 1777, amid the great struggle of the American
Meg,
Revolution,
we're not burning an American flag, man.
Continental Congress
Did you see this
gave
shit?
our nation
Yeah, we're not doing
this
that.
flag. Born from a revolution against oppression,
Yeah.
our founders boldly declared a self-evident truth, that all are created equal, with rights no power could take away. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. From its start, however, our nation faced the contradiction of slavery. The flag waved over a land promising freedom, yet withholding it from millions. This contradiction led our nation into a terrible civil war, with soldiers bearing this flag marching through Frederick County to battles at Antietam and Gettysburg. Battles fought to save this nation and to end the horrors of slavery. Here in Frederick, freedom took root in October 1864, prior to the war's end, when citizens voted for liberty and abolished slavery in our state. Yet freedom's journey was not finished. Under our flag, segregation and Jim Crow laws persisted. We are in, right now, a part that is the product of that segregation and Jim Crow laws as enacted here in Frederick. Newly arrived immigrants seeking liberty faced prejudice. Native Americans lost their lands and livelihoods to expansion pursued under this same banner. America spread imperialistic influence far beyond our shores, planting this flag across oceans and in distant lands. Still, our flag also flew in moments of great peril and inspired the fight for a better world. Americans, along with allied nations across the globe, battled tyranny in 2 world wars. though many who fought in those conflicts returned home to find freedom incomplete. Through all this, there were always those who took up this flag to advance justice in the face of oppression here at home. Abolitionists, suffragists, labor organizers, and civil rights marchers and activists. Each generation had members who demanded that America fulfill its great promise. Today, this fight continues. Our nation remains an unfinished work, a constant effort to achieve the ideals we proclaimed almost 250 years ago. I am inspired by those who strive daily to make our union more perfect. In recent weeks, I came across a speech given by a Union veteran of the Civil War at the dedication of his unit's monument on the battlefield at Gettysburg. His unit, from my hometown in Pennsylvania, marched through Frederick on their way to fight in the battle that helped turn the tide of the Civil War in the Union's favor. As he began the conclusion to his speech, Henry Royer shared a sentiment that has stuck with me, highlighting the promise and the ideals of America. He said, quote, "In this nation has been hung the lamp of liberty to illuminate the whole world." As we look upon the flag today, let us recommit ourselves to that vision, remembering both our flaws and our strengths, resolving together to uphold the promise our nation represents, lighting our path forward through these troubled times and toward that more perfect union.
Next, we're going to hear from historian Mike Punitsky.
There are Palestinian flags around here. I don't know where, but they're here.
We've seen a few. He's always coming out with the out-of-pocket takes.
Like,
It can also just be like an us thing.
yeah, like, if we fix us, we can help them, you know?
Historian, no, not a historian. I was an elected official for 4 years, so I can do
Wait,
that
where?
part. I was a history
Yeah.
teacher at Belmont College.
Meg, zoom in. There's a Palestinian flag right up there.
So this is kind of about the flag. Was it anything else? Sorry, raise your hand if you can't hear me.
Louder!
I see you back there. You got it.
That's better.
So, now that I fixed me, or he fixed me, this is exciting to see democracy in action. We're here to celebrate our flag. Democracy is messy. It's messy, it's loud, we have differences of opinion that don't always get us through to the end that we want, but we get to the end. Government in opposition is important. So we're here to celebrate our flag and to denounce he who would be king. Cool. I originally wrote this next sentence as a question, but it isn't a question. We are fed up with the hijacking of our flag, Barbara can't fly it. Of our military, the hijacking of our freedoms. I know you recognize this phrase, but I have to read it because it's important today. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people, peaceably to assemble. And to petition the government for a redress of grievances, and we have grievances. I don't see any people with masks on here today. We are not afraid to show our face when we speak. This peaceful assembly is here to speak out, to speak our mind, to speak truth to power, and to reclaim our flag. As you've heard multiple times, Molinet Park is the place to celebrate life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Created under Jim Crow, when we were divided by racism, we are divided in multiple ways nowadays. Our flag was born out of a conflict with the king. It was created at a time of deep division. We know about those divisions. Our flag is the physical symbol of a people who once stood for the concept that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with unalienable rights. It is the symbol of Dr. King's promissory note that has yet to be achieved. The flag brought us together. It is a symbol of our separation from Great Britain and the
Such a good little boy.
The flag then later
Or is it a
flew
girl?
over the history part.
Actually,
Flew
it might be a
over Fort McHenry. It was a unifying sight, one that symbolized the successful defense of our home for the second time in a generation against that same king. After the Civil War divided us so
See, that
much,
backpack has a mount for this
the
thing.
veneration of the flag began to occur during the Reconstruction period
No,
and Industrial period.
it's my burden. It's my
It
cross to
became, this
bear.
flag became a symbol of abolition with the Civil War, and the stars and stripes and red, white, and blue were perverted to the Virginia battle flag, which we often see flying, and for the first time in our history, when these flags were used as spears, we saw the Confederate battle flag flying in the capital of the United States. That flag, as a symbol of white supremacy, needs to disappear. The amendments that came out of the Civil War, amendments that were to create a more just society, are also under conflict today. The 14th Amendment in particular. I know that my parents were citizens based on their birth here in this country. Now here's another passage that I need to read, and it's the old one, the original one.
Meg, if you're going to complain this much, come to the protest next time. I don't know what else to tell you, man.
For which it stands, one nation, indivisible,
We still
with
talk about a
liberty
flag.
and
It's like, yeah, that's
justice
the thing.
for
It's
all.
like, we get so annoying about this shit sometimes.
Did you know it was written by a Baptist pastor who was also a Christian socialist? His name was Francis Bellamy. He was hired by Youth's Companion magazine to write a pledge because Youth Companion magazine was trying to sell magazine subscriptions and flags to our schools.
Whoa, where do you...
It was to celebrate the 400th anniversary of Columbus, 1892.
Do you want to see if we can snake around? Let's snake
Mr.
around.
Bellamy, Pastor Bellamy, believed in the separation of church and state. He intentionally left God out of the pledge. The children were saying the pledge to our nation, to our republic, and to celebrate the liberty of the people. The flag and the pledge to the flag are fundamental representations of our freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of thought, free from government intrusion. These are foundational First Amendment rights. This flag that we fly is a symbol. It's political speech. It's been protected as political speech.
I want to see if I can get a good look to see how many people are here over the hill.
It belongs to all of us, not just the followers of speak out symbolically and verbally to protect our constitutional rights because our flag is political speech. Loyalty to an authoritarian regime is not patriotism, regardless of the flag you fly. In these tumultuous times, when our democracy is in peril, we must speak out. When the Constitution of the United States is used to separate and divide, the haves, the have-nots, and the have-yots. We must speak out.
What did he say? What was the joke?
When government aims to harm the least among us and yet proclaim their perverted version of Christian nationalism, we must speak out. When we see loving citizens targeted
these are good
because
signs.
of who they are and who they love, we must speak out. When we see good, honest people being disappeared from the streets of America without due process, we must speak out. Today is Flag Day. Our flag is speech. When that speech is in jeopardy of being shut down by an authoritarian who would be king, we must fly our flag high, and we must speak out.
Tight.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Everybody good? My name's Andrew Duck. I've been asked to speak here because today is not only Flag Day, it is also the birthday of the United States Army. I had the honor and the privilege of serving in the United States Army for over 20 years.
They're talking about, when they're saying the birth of the United States Army, they're talking about like the actual formation of the army, right?
And when I served under a flag that, as one of the speakers said before, represented a nation with liberty and justice for all. And it was an honor when I served in Germany and I defended the liberty of West Germans against Russian tyranny.
All right, she did not.
It was an honor when I traveled to Panmunjom in Korea and defended the South Koreans from the North Koreans. It was an honor when I served 3 different tours in Bosnia, all with our allies. Whether it was in
I mean, she was like, I'm amazed Alan all this
and
stuff.
America led that effort because we were the leader of the free world. Today, particularly with changes that have been made in the last 5 months, we can no longer be certain, well, we're clearly no longer the leader of the free world.
Nope. We're an embarrassment.
Our current president has abdicated that position that was won through the blood, sweat, tears, and even the lives of millions of members of the United States Army. And today, we don't even know if we're a member of the free world.
Right.
Right now, we should be standing with Ukraine. Let's be clear that Russia is an enemy of liberty and justice.
Yes!
Surrender to Russia does not show strength.
Fuck Putin!
Now, MAGA stands for making appeasement great again, and that is not what our country is about. Let me say this. I'm asked a question about Palestine, and I will tell you 2 things. One, that what happened when the Hamas invaded Israel was wrong, but two wrongs do not make a right. And
say it.
And they are. This gentleman is pointing out what's going on in Palestine, and we are not intervening, and that is wrong. We have a duty to intervene.
Yes, we do.
Let me talk a little bit about what's going to go on tonight in Washington. The president is going to have a parade. We do not need tanks running through our capital like it's Tiananmen Square. Sexual harassment and sexual abuse. We also need leaders who are not sexual harassers.
No convicted felon.
We don't need a parade, but we need a VA that works. Of 66,000 medical providers in the VA, the solution is not to cut another 80,000. We do not need a parade. What we need is to restore the honor to our military. And this week, our president took active duty troops and put them on the streets for law enforcement purposes in violation of posse comitatus. That is not what the purpose of our military is for. We have law enforcement, they do a fair job. Let them do it. Then you don't need to put Marines and soldiers on the streets for long. So I ask that you resist these illegal actions, insist on the rule of law, and persist as long as it takes to preserve this republic.
Again, we're so very thankful for everyone that is here for our Reclaim Our Flag event. We just want to remind everyone that this is not a political event. This is an event where we've come together in unity to stand with each other against democracy. We don't want to get into back and forth about particular political positions for this rally. We're coming together as a community unity event. Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
Solage, who's going to share an excerpt of a poem for us. Thank you.
Let's put some dirt in their eyes. Like,
Thank you.
It's the same people that think like, oh yeah, what happened to Padilla wasn't a political thing. It's like, fuck off. Like,
Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm going to read an excerpt from Let America.
Oh yeah, I strongly worded letter
by Langston Hughes, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's kind of long. But as I read it, we're going to hear from the voice that mumbles in the dark. So mentally, just imagine, insert anyone who isn't fully included when we talk about humanity, people who are dehumanized, people who are harmed, and then we pretend that their suffering doesn't matter whether they're in Palestine, Haiti, Congo, wherever. In any case, let us begin. Let America be America. Let it
I
be
heard
the
about that,
dream
yeah.
Yeah. Let it be the pioneer on the plane, seeking a home where he himself is free.
Fox News will cover all of that.
Let America be the dream of dreams. Let it be that great, strong land of love. Never came.
Which is actually from the LA riots in the 1980s.
They
consider this domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told by families.
Yeah, they're just standing here.
I'm from the West
Oh,
Coast.
let my land, the land
totally true.
where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic grief. But opportunity is real, and life is free. Equality is in the air. There's never been equality for me. No freedom is Say, who are you that opens the door? Who are you that draws your veil across the stars?
I've been
I am the
in
poor
louder
white
libraries.
who is pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek and finding only the same old stupid.
See, Meg, there's another Palestinian flag. Stop complaining.
I am the young man, full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, grab the land, grab the gold, grab the waves,
I was like, I look way too much like an ISIS officer.
work the men, take the pay of owning everything for one's own greed. Out of the wrath and ruin of our gangster death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we the people must redeem the land, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain, all the stretch of these great green states, and make America again.
They're able to pull a bunch of stuff, and it's like, potentially, they're all paid to leave, but again, it's like, they've been working the last 4 months.
Our collective power is what we have experienced here today, and we have joined with over 2,000 other events across the country. This is who we are, and we will not go back. We will not go back. So, I would like to share with you that years ago, I heard a presentation from the national anthem, and the speaker put a
Did you see
graph
the organized events
up on
on
the screen for us to see.
the few island territories, like off in the Pacific? Check out the No Kings map, like you can zoom in on like these little islands have their own little events. Even if it's like 50 people, that's like the population of the island.
And that has stuck with me because every generation has to claim what it means to be free and what it means to be brave. And all of us here today are part of that brave movement for freedom. And we have elected people today that we know have placed their life on the line to stand up for freedom and justice for all. I invite us to think about and to reflect on what will each one of us do to make this a land that is free, and how will we be brave with one another. I'd like to introduce Forrest Jarman
Like hard.
as we close with
My
our
man.
national anthem.
So, would you please join me in this song for our nation, the one we love. Oh, say,
You see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free? Woo! Home of the
Close to the many events that we're having in the future, but for today, continue to go forth and conquer. No kings, no kings, no kings, no kings.
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump!
Let's bingo.
Oh God! Did you see? Dude, speaking of, did you see what Mike Pompeo looks like recently? No. Holy shit! Well, I'll show it to you later. I was like, who's this jackass interviewing Mike Pompeo? I'm like, he looks like a skeleton. It's bizarre.
Somebody got themselves the Ozempic, I guess.
Oh, dude, absolutely. But like, he looks like he's the unhealthy Ozempic. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I hate Trump, and I absolutely do. Like, he looks like the healthier side of Ozempic. He still looks completely unhealthy as shit.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't look like the Ozempic fucked him like it did other people.
Yeah.
It looks like it fucked Pompeo. Let's walk about. Oh, after she takes her vote. Sorry. Thank you.
I'm with Frederick County Indivisible. Is sharing any video that you got?
I'm streaming.
Oh, okay.
So if you search for the Dandalorian,
hold on 1 second.
It's the Dandalorian. I think it's the Dandalorian 420. But I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I manually upload these to YouTube. But if you type in the Dandalorian, my stream's there.
Okay. Did I spell it right?
DA. And then so DANDALORIAN. Okay. So yeah, 2 A's and So's. Okay. So check me out.
I will. I appreciate it.
I think I'm already linked up with Indivisible. Not like it's like I follow and everything. I get the newsletters and all that.
Yeah.
But
no, we're just doing something. They want us to, we're going to submit photos and everything to the national. They're looking to create a.
Part of the reason why I'm doing this, I've got March 5th, the Women's March that was done here early March. They're on the YouTube because they expire on the Twitch after a while, but it's all on there.
Okay. I will give them a look and reach out through there. If not, download whatever. So.
Yeah, I'll be on there, man.
Okay. Great. Thank you for your time. Thanks,
buddy. Have a good one. Ooh, that's a good one.
Somebody dropped their phone.
Thank you.
Not ours, but I mean, thank you anyway.
So it doesn't look like there's going to be any March. It's 12:11. So their listed time was 11 to 1. I imagine that's the permit time. Usually even when that expires, people disperse.
Yeah.
But let's see how far this thing goes. What else we can find.
Oh, okay.
Meg, this is off Carroll Creek near Malinix Park.
So it's between Carroll Creek. Like if you walk Carroll Creek to get up to Baker Park, this is that little section that's off to the side.
Over by the courthouse.
By the courthouse, yeah. Oh, I thought that was Meg. Stargaze. This is Frederick, Maryland. Sorry, I was talking to Meg for a second. He knows what we're talking about. But yeah, Frederick, Maryland, Mullinix Park near the courthouse. You hungry?
Yeah, I could eat.
Let's park up and we'll pop into the snacks. Let's find somewhere to sit. I need to get some water in me. I'm sweating like a bastard right now. That's a bet.
I got a little left. You need some?
Oh, no, we're stuck. I appreciate it, though, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Shit, I feel like I should be offering it now. Because I got like 6 bottles.
It's good to be prepared.
Oh, hell yeah. You're not supposed to put water in tear gas, right? Like, if you get it in your eyes?
No, water is good. Milk is bad.
Really?
Yeah. Robert also had a little chat about that. He was like, stop doing that. It's like water the whole time.
The one thing I heard for certain was like, don't touch your eyes.
Like, just pour in it. But if you sell products that are specifically for that, but they're expensive, because if you're a medical professional and you feel differently, he's like, by all means, he's like, so like, water is the safest, surest bet.
Also 6 viewers.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good that you packed yours away.
Yeah, I know.
I fucking hate Jeff Bezos. Random thought. Alright, let's see if we can just go through here. I can't tell if they're going somewhere or if they're just dispersing.
Can't tell either. Let's go this way and we'll find out.
I was there in 1979.
It was good.
Good size crowd and it's nice and diverse too.
What I understand. Like,
we're on Frederick.
Well, no, it's they're still kind of avoiding it because of, you know, it's a lot of like it's a lot of like nothing.
No, I get that too.
Yeah, the last time when we did the march on the White House, we were so I went to the monument and there were some people there and it was like kind of dead and I figured I was late. I either missed it or no one showed up that day. And I was like, I'll walk down to the Lincoln Memorial because I saw people going over there. When I got over there, it was just tourists. And so I was just like, F it. I doubled back to the monument because it was on my way back. And then it was like this big there. It's like, oh shit. Everyone showed up. And then they were like, hey, we're going to march on the White House. I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
Dude, I almost had a heat stroke, like a bad heat stroke during that. Because I don't know if I told you, I only took like 2 waters and I needed like 6. And I ended up dropping like $20 on 4 waters at the fucking vendors.
God, yeah, they know how to get their money with that stuff.
I mean, they saved my life. Like, I was legit about to like collapse. I was not expecting like to be out as long, to do as much walking, and for it to be as hot as it was. I can't even. Can you see? Is everyone moving?
Yeah, they're moving down that way.
Okay.
There's people going that way.
This is a good size, and I mean, like, I kind of wish they had it at Baker, but I feel like if they did have it at Baker, it would be even bigger, because this is like an awkward way, like an awkward place to be at. and like people are here because of how important it is, but they're not like. It's the ones that are like feeling the call and fighting the inconvenience. But if you gave people the convenience of Baker Park, like Baker would be like, yeah.
But dude,
Does that jackass have a Trump sign up there? Fuck that guy.
They're not even displaying the flag properly.
Yeah, like
blue field to the left.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. It's always the way that looks. It's always the way that looks weird.
They're always finding a new way to disrespect the flag.
Poor Trump.
Such a brave Nazi.
Grumpy Trump.
You know, if he could read,
Hopefully
he'd be better.
not armed.
Yo, God, shoot, you're right.
Something, report something.
We should tell that to someone.
Yeah, that's a good.
And they chose here. They also chose here because of its racist history. Because this used to be a whites only.
I forgot about that shit. Yeah. A friend of mine got carjacked here. It was like 15 years ago, but still, like.
That person has an Andor reference. It says, I have friends everywhere.
I gotta finish up. Again, I'm on. Somebody spoiled what happens to Deidre because they posted an image on something I was saying. And well, here's the thing. That was one of the endings I expected. But I'm like, dude, I'm only on episode 8. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, it's fine. I'm still like, I'm in.
Do you want to talk about that, or you just want to wait it out?
I want to let me finish it because Andor is like Claire Obscure. Like it's so good that even with the ending spoiled, I have to finish it. It's just that good. You want to go up there and get him?
Don't engage with them.
No, I'm kidding, dude. It's on the courthouse parking deck. Like, no. Like, there's always. Imagine being so brave to advertise that you're that much of a virgin. Like,
in this day and age, wow.
Yeah, no.
There's quite a crowd up there.
I think. Okay, do you want to walk down to Baker Park? Because some people are going out that way.
Well, yeah, we can follow people down there.
I can't tell if people are just leaving or if they're like just like see like they're dispersing that way and that way. I want to see what Baker Park holds.
We can walk there.
That's a nice stadium. It was a fun stadium. We had a good time there. It's a gaming, crafting, social. Yeah, that's the adventure club. And then they have the crafting, which is like sewing, smithing, 3D They call it the third place. Like if you're home and you have your and it's really hard to do. It used to be like bars and like and you could just do stuff, but now those are all dying. That's very lacking in America a lot. There's no like place that people group up and socialize.
Wait, independent or the independent? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was on my allergy.
Which is a newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not weed.
There's cannabis. Anything in the cannabis.
Look, she's got a voodoo doll of Trump.
Like anything in the cannabis. So it's all.
Not many people have. It's a plant. You can be allergic to it. Yeah.
It is also some random way.
Why don't aneurysms happen to the worst people? You know? Actually, wait, how did Stalin... No. How did,
Yeah, I know.
Not Stalin, no, yes, how did Stalin die? Was that an aneurysm?
was elderly, but not
Late 60s, 70s?
Mid to late 60s.
Oh, they're like
Yeah, I kind of wish they had done a march because while everyone's dispersing now, like you have this many people like walking on City Hall or walking into Baker Park again, like.
Or do you want to head back towards the park?
I mean, I'm feeling the park, but what are you feeling?
Let's go through the park.
Once we hit the park, we'll have somewhere we can sit up and enjoy the snacks. I got bananas. I got the.
Like I said, lunch is on me, man. So if you want to like go somewhere, place to get lunch.
Well, do you want to eat?
I just had oatmeal before.
That's all you ate?
That's it.
So you need food.
Like, I'm good either way, man. If you just want to have snacks and then get out of here.
Oh, good. That's good.
Let's walk through the park, depending on how big it is, and then we'll hit up food somewhere. They found the owner of the phone.
Good.
Real Cinderella story. Like, who is the princess of the protest? Does the phone fit you? Do you know the passcode? And they're just.
Guess it.
Yeah.
No kings, just me.
Man, I'm depressed. I didn't have time to work on my sign. The only orange monarch that should exist is the butterfly.
Fair. You know what? Fair. Did the Luna close?
Was that the place that did the donuts?
Oh, there's a couple of different places, but like this bakery had been here for a little while.
Yeah, no, dude, I went to this one. That sucks. They were really good, but they were very like specific and very expensive. My realtor's around here somewhere.
Really?
Yeah. See, it's just everywhere. Picture like 6 of those on the way in from Middletown to Boonesboro. If the park's not popping, I'll end the stream and then we can just do whatever. Oh. And we can unmask ourselves and go back to our.
I was gonna say change it to civilian attire.
Yeah, so we can do our. Dude, every time someone's like, "Why do you wear a mask? What are you scared of?" I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to put myself in the same category, but like, imagine saying that to Spider-Man. like,
Dude, like we're not like high up on a list of like dissidents or some shit, but like they literally have like AI like face scrubbing software.
Dude, it's bad.
They'll fucking collect data from your cell phone. Like that shit exists. Like it's real.
Yeah, and it's God. There was an Iron Man comic. God, how old was it? Yeah, it was 08. Yeah, it was 08 with Ezekiel Stane going up against Iron Man for the first time. And Iron Man's like, my worst fear is that someone will make the Iron Man technology cheap and disposable. And Ezekiel essentially does that. And it's like, this powerful technology that we currently have in the hands of the government and frankly fucking Israel, like, they have it, and now it's cheap, disposable, easy to use, and it's turned against the civilian population. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it doesn't look like the park's popping off.
No, the park just looks like normal, man.
All right. I'm ending the stream. Thank you for joining me. Check out old clips. Look at the YouTube if you want to see other protests, and you all have a great day.